Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Good morning, third grade. My name is Mrs. Nixon. I am so excited to be here with you and support you to become amazing thinkers, readers, and writers. You know what? I was just reading one of my favorite books, and I know you have seen this one. Is it one of your favorites too? How full is your bucket? Do you remember Felix and how in the beginning of the story he was starting to feel sad? Things weren't going his way. And by the end of the story, he not only learned how to fill his own bucket, but that he learned that he could fill his bucket at the same time he was filling other people's buckets. I hope that if you're having one of those kinds of days where things aren't going right, that you're able to fill somebody else's bucket. Maybe it's your teacher today. Maybe you can give her an extra smile, or you could send him a little note and say thanks, right? Because we're all in this together. Great job. So much we can learn from books. So boys and girls, like I said, I'm super excited to be here with you today as we go through, and we're going to practice a few things today. I'm going to warm up our brains. We're going to talk about some long vowel words with adding some inflectional endings. And we're going to work on some compound words. Are you ready to get started? Great, let's go. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at those high frequency words. I have 10 of them right here that we're going to practice this week. 2 of them we're going to put into a sentence. So let's get going. Remember, high frequency words are those words that we want to be able to just read on sight. And you're responsible for your own learning. By third grade, you know, maybe I don't know that one so well. You might want to jot it down so you can practice it at home. Tape it by where you're brushing your teeth at night and practice spelling it and reading it. So let's practice. Here we go. Read them with me. Best, be, been, better, before, blue, big, because, both, and black. Nice job. Today, I want to focus in on just 2 of them. Best and be. There you are. Best and be. So boys and girls, I have these 2 words. I want to put them into our sentences today. Help me read our words today. We have our sentences today. Do your on the test today. Our second sentence, how big will he when he is grown? All right, boys and girls, remember I said we're going to be good thinkers today. So when I'm thinking about a test, I always want to do my best. Let's make sure that that makes sense. Read it with me. Do your best on the test today. Does that make sense? Yeah, great job. And how about how big will he be when he is grown? Does that one make sense? Nice job. All right, so boys and girls, we're going to come back over here and I want to talk to you real quick about a couple of things. We're going to work on these long vowel sounds with a silent E at the end. Now, to help me remember those sounds, I have brought with me all of my sound spelling cards that are going to help. So I have my train card and my tree card and my 5 card and my boat card and my cube card, because I want to remember the sounds that those long vowel sounds make. So just to kind of warm us up a little bit so we can listen for those sounds, when I look at my train card, I'm reminded that the long A sound says A, like in the word train, or at the middle of the word stay. When I look at my tree card, I'm reminded that that long E sound can be heard at the end of the word tree, or it can be heard at the beginning of the word, like in eat. Do you hear that E sound? Good. So then, if I look at my 5 card, I'm reminded that that long I can be heard in the middle of the word five, or it can also be heard at the beginning of the word like island, and you can hear that I sound. So just remembering what those long vowels sound like. Let's go through today. I have a few words that we're going to look at that have these long vowel sounds, and specifically, I really want to call out that silent E that we see at the end. They're the letter that makes our vowel say its long vowel sound. So for example, we have, read with me, save, good, hope, and delete. Nice job. Now, boys and girls, this week we're going to be adding inflectional endings, and our inflectional endings that we're going to add are ing and ed. So there are some rules when we're adding our ing and our ed to our long vowel spellings. Last week we did short vowels. This week we're doing long vowels. So when I have the word save and I want to change it to saving, this little silent E is going to be dropped before I add my ing. It doesn't really go away because I know that that's going to make it say its name, so I'm hiding it so we don't see it. Okay, now for saved, that means it happened in the past. I want to add an ed. Now remember, ed can make three sounds. It can say ed, d, or t, like a T. So I know that saved has the D sound, d, d. But I don't want it to have E. I'm going to have to do the same thing. I'm going to drop my silent E, and then I'm going to add my ED. Let's do another one. If I have the word hope, and I want to make it be hoping, I need to drop my E and add ing. And now what is my word? Hoping. Remember, all we're having to do is drop that silent E because it's a long vowel sound. Now, hoped has that T sound. Hoped, I hoped you would be able to come. Drop the E and add ed. Do you see it? Hoped. Nice job. Let's do one more. So we have the word delete, and I want to change it to deleting. That means I'm doing it right now, right? So I am deleting my name off my computer. So I would drop my E and add ing, deleting. If I've already done it, I could say I've deleted. It's got that ed sound. Drop the E and add ed. Nicely done. Do you see them? That's great. So boys and girls, I have a little bit of practice for us today. When we look right here, remember at the beginning we were practicing finding those long vowel sounds specifically with that magic E or that silent E at the end. So let's look. It says right here, read each word pair and circle the word with the long vowel sound with the final E. So looking right here, we have fine and feet. Now both of them have that long vowel sound, but which one has the final E? Yeah, good job, third grade. I hear you guys at home. You're doing great. Let's look again. Mill or mile? Oh, that was an easy one because mile has the long I sound. Also has that magic E at the end. We've got bat or base. Nice job. Yeah, I can hear you. You're saying this one has the magic E. It's right there. Good job. And then how about right here? Well or wise? Yes. You guys are so smart. Nice job. Last one, rose or rock? Yes, right there, rose. Rose has the long O with that E on the end. That's what we're training our brains to look for right now. Now, if I take my long vowel sounds, just like we've been practicing, and then I'm adding my inflectional ending, just how we were practicing earlier. Now we're going to look and see which way do I spell it, because this is important. In third grade, we want to be able to spell these words correctly. So looking right here, if I have the word ride and I want to add the ing, which way am I going to spell it? Think about it. That's right. I don't want this one because look, there's an E, and I need to remember, drop the E before adding ing. Nicely done. I've got vote and Ed, voted. Now look right here. Voted, voted. Oh, this one has 2 T's. Do you remember that from last week? We did that with short vowels. This week, we're working on long vowels. Do we double our consonant? No. Good job. We're going to go right there. Just drop that E and then add ED. Nice job. Last one. Making. We have make and ing. What do we need to do? Looking right here, which one? That's right. We don't want that E. We have to drop the E before adding ing. Great job, third grade. So, boys and girls, I have one last little thing for us to do before we are ready to log in with our teachers, right? So, one of the things that you guys are working on is this distance learning, and sometimes it can be a little bit difficult, right? There's a lot of things that we have to learn to become comfortable with. I love this. If we think about staying safe online using the SMART rules, then we know that we can stay safe. So let's talk about some of these, just so we can be prepared for our week. This S means staying safe. We don't want to give out our personal information to anybody else, right? So we're not talking about how old we are. We're not talking about what school we go to online. We stay safe, unless it's somebody we know. And we don't ever meet up with anybody. M means we're not meeting somebody that we don't know. We talk with our parents first about meeting people we don't know. Accepting files. Now this is an important one. Boys and girls, we want to make sure we do not want our computers to break down, because sometimes they can catch a virus if we take a file from somebody we don't know. R is for reliable. Is it reliable? Do we trust that person that we know, that website? We need to make sure that they're reliable. And our last one is to tell someone. T is for tell someone. If you are ever feeling worried or a little uncomfortable online, make sure that you talk with an adult. All right. Boys and girls, I really appreciated hanging out with you and spending time today. And just remember, you're responsible for your learning success. So ask those questions, listen, and share your ideas. Together, we can do so much more. Have a great day. I can't wait to see you back here tomorrow on PBS. Bye-bye.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for